Why are you so confident?
Technique. My technique, I feel like I'll overcome his power. It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
How have you guys been able to kind of shift the focus? I mean, I know you have the 24-hour rule, but have you noticed any problem getting the energy back up for this week?
No, it's another SEC game. LSU was a great win for us. Got the defense super confident right now. So we just want to carry that confidence over into Mississippi State.
A year ago, they said Mississippi State said they were maybe a little uptight. They were playing with a lot of pressure. Is that something you can sense on the field of another team that kind of feels that?
Yes, because sometimes when you're out there, you get to see other teams making minor mistakes where you haven't seen them make on film and stuff like that. So I feel like pressure could be a big reason you can mess up every now and again, but it's also execution.
They said they feel pretty good about the way they feel this year as opposed to the way they did last year. How dangerous does that make them?
They're dangerous because they just have a good offense and they could be very explosive at times. We just have to control that up front and make sure we don't give them big plays.
Do you like cowbells?
Not really.
Do you feel like the stadium atmosphere there, the environment is any different or unique compared to other SEC stadiums that you guys play in?
It's unique because of the cowbells, but it's not going to be so different because the SEC is always going to be loud.
That doesn't, I mean, they don't play them as much on offense. So does that really, do they affect you too much or is it just annoying?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, the cowbells.
They really don't, since they don't play them on offense, I guess when we're on the sideline, they get kind of annoying and probably trying to get a game plan or something you're trying to run up from coach or something, and just the cowbells over and over again get on your nerves.
How loud did they get a couple years ago?
They got pretty loud, yeah, when the offense is on the field.
You got an example of kind of, like you said, I mean, were there times when you couldn't hear Kirby or some of the coaches trying to tell you what to do?
Yeah, it was like third down and our offense was on the field and we were on the sideline going over like the last series and stuff, and Coach Davis is like right in front of us and we couldn't even hear him because all we heard was cowbells the whole time.
What makes Dak Prescott such a tough guy to prepare for?
He's tough because he's a passing QB and he always got the threat of run, so we have to balance up our rush lanes and control our gaps in the run game and also in the passing game. So if we convert at the wrong time, he could just gash our defense.
How's the scout team done in terms of giving you guys a good look this week?
They've been giving us a pretty good look because they've been trying their best to make us look bad out there in practice. So
Who have they been using to mirror Dak?
They just Blake Barnett's pretty good at it. Yeah, he just when he do the read zones and stuff like that, he'll hold the ball to the very last second and probably pull it and break for 20 yards or something like that. So he's doing a pretty good job at it.
How did like Ronnie Clark and I guess Derek Gore look last week when they were mimicking or doing scout team work?
They were running pretty hard downfield against our defense, and I feel like our defensive line felt it every now and again. They kept running over and over, and they didn't let up throughout the whole week. So it gave us a good look, and we played pretty good off of it.
You mentioned how confident the defense is playing. Is it just one of those things where you think you guys can stop anyone right now?
Yes, I feel like we can, but it all comes down to who executes the best out there on the field.
You talked about how Dak can kind of do it all a little bit, but does that change how you – I mean, you obviously can't pin your ears back and just go after the guy because, like you said, he can, make a right read or make a play. So what do you have to be constantly aware of where he is at all times or what?
Yeah, if you're not aware of where he is at all times, he'll, like you said, he'll gash you at any moment. So when you're pass rushing or playing a run, you got to be aware of how big the gaps around you are getting so that our ends can just rush up the field and lose, get pushed past the quarterback and lose contain. He might just roll out, and then three have to roll over and try to cut off the gap. So they got to keep the gaps tight and try to contain them in the pocket.
Is that more mush rush this week then?
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Thanks,